What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. We got another video coming at you today. We're going to be looking at, again, a top 5 list that I'm going to do. Today is a little different than what we've been doing though, so make sure you stay tuned. Now today we're going to be going over my top 5 daily drivable, relatively fast cars, right? I mean, all these cars that I'm going to go over have over 400 horsepower, so they're definitely fast. They definitely got some speed to them, but they're also practical. They're not super expensive. You could definitely get one if you work toward it, or if you're looking for something kind of outside the box. Now, before we get into the video, I do want to give you guys an update on my car. I know it's been a while. We actually just passed 1 year since I got the subwoofer installed. Still loving it, still working great. Honestly, the best purchase I've ever made in my life, so that's really cool. And I mean, that came really fast. I felt like I just put it in. But again, super good decision I think that I made. Overall, still love it. Upgrading wise, kind of went away from that just because I feel like, I don't know, I'm not driving as much right now. So I feel like just, you know, using it as it is, getting the most out of it that I can is great. Especially because to get a new one is a lot of money. So we're going to keep the one we have now. But anyway, guys, let's get into the video. Again, we're going to go over top 5 daily drivers that have over 400 horsepower, or, you know, in a better way to say it, are fast. Alright guys, number 5 spot, we got early 2010s Mercedes-Benz C63 Coupe. Now, I'm a big fan of C63Ss. I said it in the Mercedes video a couple videos ago. I really like them, but these old ones are now getting a little cheaper, which is cool to see because they are really fast and they're cool. Overall, the styling is great. The one I have on the screen right now is a 2013. It's got 76,000 miles, $36,000, and with that you're getting, you know, 450 horsepower. So again, over that margin of 400, it's a lot of horsepower. It's fast because it's only a 2-door car, so it's not super big. This example here's got these aftermarket rims, which I really like. You know, quad exhaust. Obviously, anything AMG is going to be stylish. It's going to be nice and fancy inside, so you gotta love that. But yeah, the older C63Ss I really like. This one's great. It's got a V8. Under the hood, it's got plenty of storage space. Again, the inside's really cool too. So yeah, overall, like I said, number 5 spot. Early 2010s, this example's a 13. Mercedes-Benz C63. Alright guys, number 4 spot, we got a 2020 Chevy Camaro SS. Now, the year doesn't really matter. You can go kind of any way you want with it, but for this example I have here, it's $40,000 and it's only 2 years old, right? So it's relatively new. It's got new technology. 41,000 miles on this example. Now, you know I'm a Chevy guy. I love my Camaro. It's probably my favorite Chevy model ever. And you know, SSs are fast. They got 455 horsepower. So they're nice and fast, and you know, like I said, this one here is modern, right? And even the backside, like right here, this reminds me of a ZL1, which is like, you know, my kind of dream Chevy car. So I really like that as well, and especially the spoiler, you know, can't go wrong with the spoiler, gotta have it. But yeah, it looks really sporty. I like the styling. You know, Camaros recently have been kind of hit or miss in terms of styling. Some of them I like, some of the designs I don't like. They've kind of went all over with them, but you know, again, you're getting really nice interior. You know, obviously there's some cheap GM plastic in there, but you know, it's gonna happen. You got all the necessities like heads-up display, backup camera, all that great stuff. Engine start stop button, right? We don't need those keys no more. And then obviously Chevy has a great display center in all their cars, and you know, I love the little vents. They're super sporty looking. But yeah, like I said, affordable car, really fast and really sporty looking. So at the number 4 spot, that's Chevy Camaro SS. Alright guys, number 3 spot, we got early 2000s Chevy Corvette C6. Now, again, big Chevy guy obviously, but Corvettes I love in general. And the C6s are getting relatively cheap nowadays. You can go out, get some for, you know, under 30K, with them still being nice, right, and not super high mileage. This example here is a 2006. It's only got 28,000 miles on the odometer, so not bad at all, and it's 27,000, right? You know, it looks like it's in pretty good condition. I've just always liked the C6 in general. It's such a modern look, and if you see one on the street, I mean, obviously you're going to tell what it is right away. C6s have about 400 horsepower on the dot, so again, pretty fast because it's such a tiny car. This interior I like. It's that light kind of tan leather, which I admire. You know, it's something different from just black seats or something like that, so I like that. You know, it might be a little outdated in terms of technology and all that, but overall, I mean, if you're going to get this car, you're not really going to use the technology or get the car just for that. You're going to get it to enjoy it and have a sports car in your garage. So yeah, big fan of the C6 styling. Again, you can get them for under 30K. So at the number 3 spot, we got early 2000s Corvette C6. Alright guys, number 2 spot, a familiar face to the channel, we got early 2010s Cadillac CTS V. Now, if you watched 2 or 3 videos ago now, you would have seen that this is one of my top 5, you know, Chevy Cadillac models. I love this car. It's so fast. It's so stylish. I love it in general. So I have another one here. Had to show it, give it an honorable mention because, you know, early 2010s ones are going down in price. You can find them for under, you know, 35, 40K. So pretty good. This example I got on the screen here is a 2012. It's got 64,630 miles. Black diamond exterior, ebony interior. I love these cars because they look like Batmobiles, right? I'm a big Batman fan too, so, you know, speeding down the street in this thing is just crazy. Like, it'd just be so cool. Now, the interior of these are pretty nice because it's Cadillac, right? It's going to be luxury of sorts. You got the little clock there, you can't forget, and the pop-up screen, which is cool. You know, you can get these with carbon fiber on the inside. It's not unheard of. Pretty easy to get. You got backup camera with it too, even though it's 10 years old. So, you know, it's got some modern stuff in there. The little exhaust in the bottom. I love just the hatch look of it, right? Again, that kind of Batmobile look, if you will say. But yeah, I mean, 556 horsepower. It's got back seats too, so again, practicality is good. Nice display in the center. Again, the Cadillac little clock, which I really like. But yeah, again, overall, cts-vs, super cool, super affordable. That's why at the number 2 spot, we got early 2010 Cadillac cts-vs. Alright guys, number 1 spot, what you've all been waiting for, we got mid-2010s BMW M6. Now, this is my favorite car on the list for a reason. I'm going to go and reference my boy Doug DeMuro again. I watched a video on these cars, you know, a year or 2 ago, and they're so cool and good looking. I just love them. They're so practical too, right? They're 4-door sedans, but they're super fast, right? They got, you know, a V8 under the engine. It's 560 horsepower you're going to get with them, and they depreciate very much, right? You know, when you're buying these off, you know, new or whatever, probably close to that 100K, even more range, and now they're going for under 50,000. This one here is 46,000, excuse me. It's got 60,000 miles. I just love it though. You know, the brake calipers look great. The styling, the quad exhaust looks awesome. Love it. Carbon fiber roof. I mean, carbon everywhere, right? In the inside too. You can see right here. I just like them overall. Again, it's BMW. It's going to be fancy. It's going to be nice inside. They don't have time for cheap stuff, right? That's why they make their cars like they do. But again, I really like it. The screen too is nice, and just the control center in general. Automatic transmission, tons of carbon in this one, which, gotta love it. I mean, you can't go wrong, right? But yeah, overall, I love the styling of these, the paddle shifters too. I don't know, there's something about these that I really just like. And again, they're not super expensive, right? You know, you can get one if you have the money and you work hard for them. You can actually get these cars. So again, at the number 1 spot, we got mid to late 2010s BMW M6, my favorite on the list because of how it looks, its performance. You know, you can't go wrong with the M badge, and overall, I just feel like it's super practical. Alright guys, that's gonna do it. My top 5 daily drivers with 400 horsepower or more. Let me know what you guys think. I think all these cars are ones that, you know, are more realistic, you know, instead of like the dream cars I had and the Mercedes cars that I want and all that. These are much more realistic for me, so that's why I like them a lot more. especially like the M6 and like the Camaro SSs. Those are sporty cars. They're fast, and again, practicality, right? Because not everyone is able to live in a ritzy mansion and have all these nice cars. So practicality does it for me. That's why I like all these on the list. Yeah, if you guys have any video ideas like this, let me know in the comments. Also, let me know if there's any you'd add to this list, because I know there's so many out there. These are just kind of the 5 that I like the most after looking at it. Now, I know I'm a little biased because 3 of the 5 were Chevy or Cadillac, but again, I am a Chevy guy, so gotta include those in there. But since all that is done, if you guys are still sticking around in this part of the video, thank you, appreciate you. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and make sure to share the channel with your friends. Turn on the post notifications. Again, trying to go once a week here. In terms of my car, again, not like I said at the beginning of the video, I have stuff, kind of milestones that I've done and have gone through, but not a lot coming up with that, so we'll still keep this series going along. Let me know again if you guys enjoy this series. I like making these videos because they're cars that I hope to one day or aspire to have. So again, thank you guys for sticking around. We will see you next time. Peace out.